Bonjour, bonsoir, buenos dias, buenas noches. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So today we're talking about Baddies East, and this episode was a crap show, in my opinion. I mean, it was just so much. I felt like a lot of people were inconsiderate. I feel like there was bullying going on. I just felt disgusted, like watching it. Like, yeah, I like the drama, but I don't like when people do the bullying, ganging up on people, especially when I'm the type of person, like, I'm very empathetic to people and I try to see the good and the bad in people. And when somebody is down and out, like, I don't feel like you should kind of like stomp them out when they're down and out already. And I felt like that's kind of what was happening here. I also felt, so before that, let me tell y'all, so last week I put the wrong episode number. So I know, like, if people were watching, they probably thought it was the old episode, but I kind of like just effed it up by accident because I did miss a week because I was on vacation for the holidays and stuff like that. And then I came back and I forgot to switch the numbers. So this is episode 17, y'all. Just putting that out there. So let's talk about this episode. Thanks so much for you guys that support, that you like, that you share these videos, because like I always tell y'all, it means the world to me. It really genuinely does. It keeps me going. It keeps me motivated even when I'm tired and I'm like, do I really want to watch and type while I'm watching? You know what I'm saying? You know, or whatever, because it's like a different type of focus when you have to take notes and you have to really pay attention, you know, to every little detail. So anyways, thank you so much, you guys. I'm truly grateful. So Smiley, she was literally having a seizure in the, like, falling out of the wheelchair. I felt so bad for her because I do have a sister, a younger sister. We're not super close, but I have seen her many times. Right now she's going through a lot, but all her life she's had seizures. So this kind of resonated with me. The medics, they even said at one point that her pulse was low. So that's how you know, like, okay, her pulse is weak. You know, you can't fake that, you know. And she was literally falling out. Nobody's gonna do all of that. Like, she's foaming at the mouth. Like, there was a lot that was going on. She was literally incoherent. You know what I mean? And Latifah's over there talking about, nah, like, she's faking. And then Anya's chiming in as well. And Natalie was hot and cold with it. Like, sometimes she's like, you know, this is really serious. Then later on in the episode, she started with the bullshit as well. So I guess because she heard that Smiley was out of the hospital, I don't know who in their right mind, if you're feeling better or if you're feeling at least decent, would want to be in a foreign hospital and get all kind of drugs that you're not even accustomed to shot into you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Not saying that it's bad, but at the end of the day, it's not your doctor. They don't really know what's going on. She literally told them herself that seizures is normal for her. They did mention earlier that she takes medicine, and she mentioned that she's not supposed to be drinking. And she said she remembers taking like 7 shots. Not supposed to be drinking, taking 7 shots. Honestly, it sounds like a real bad combination. Like, it sounds like a recipe for disaster. And that's exactly what what came out of the whole situation. So, I mean, this girl was like really down bad. Like I said, like, when she talked to the doctors and told them like that, they kind of understood a little bit more, like, okay, this is something that's normal for her. And it's probably because of the liquor, it kind of made it come out. And maybe heat as well, because it seemed like it was pretty hot up. I mean, it's Jamaica, so of course it's hot. So dehydration most likely, as well as just heat and liquor. Yeah, it's not a good move. Suki and Bobby, they pulled up. And she was worried about Smiley. She was like, you know, I F's with her. So she was trying to find out what was going on. And she was hearing all of them, like, some of them saying that it was fake. And Natalie was telling her, like, you know, some of them are saying that it's probably fake and this and that. Natalie did have like a little meeting with the girls. And just the way they were sounding, even Sky, who was Captain Save-'em, I felt like it wasn't really genuine for her. I felt almost like she wanted camera time. Like, it's like, I feel like, or she was like mixy. Like, she was like a little bit of both. Like, it's like she was good and compassionate, but then she was also kind of like siding with the other people as well. Maybe because she wasn't too sure or whatever. And you see how she ran away when that throw up almost got on her. I mean, I understand, because it's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of germs, a lot of things, and nobody wants anybody to throw up on them. That happened to me one time, and I wanted to kill the kid. Like, I mean, I'm so serious, y'all. I was vexed, but it's like I had to suck it up and just be pissed and like get off the bus, and I was just so mad, so mad. His mother tried to like give me a little napkin. Bitch, that's not gonna help. I have throw up on my coat. Like, but yeah, that's like a whole nother story. I told you I'll be going off on a tangent. But I get why she was, running from that. That's my point of saying that. Suki wanted Rolly, I guess she like kind of ran off or whatever. She had to take some time to herself for a while because she says that she suffers from depression, which she told us before, which is why she smokes so much. And now she's like the Baddie smoke ambassador because of it. But she also mentioned that her father died from seizures. And I was like, wow, like I feel this moment because she was really like kind of connecting it to Smiley and looking at her in a different light. But hold on, wait a minute. That's not what was happening. To my surprise, she was like, and she is not okay with the fact that Smiley was faking it because that's not how seizures are supposed to look. First of all, seizures are not one size fits all. Yeah, you do have to do the whole thing. You can put a spoon, you can put like, to make sure that they don't choke on their tongue. But just because her seizure don't look the way that you're used to seeing your father's seizures look, I don't think that you should discount her, call her a liar and a fake and a fraud. Like, you don't even know her medical history. She literally says that this is what she suffers from. And I feel like, they was just being so judgmental. They didn't give her a chance to defend herself or anything like that. Just calling her all these names, regardless if she was there or not. And she's like, oh, like, if she was, like, I'm going to punch her in her face if she was. And then Latifah kept on saying she going to whop her and stuff like that. And I'm just like, this girl done been through so much. And y'all talking about y'all want to fight her. Like, that is absolutely insane. Like, that's madness to me. Like, at the end of the day, that's not baddies. That's bullies. You know what I mean? Like, that's heartless. Like, y'all all acting like some freaking sociopaths or psychopaths or something like that. Whichever paths, which lack empathy and understanding and compassion. So, Suki, she was trying to make sure that Rolly was good, asking her questions, just kind of being like a good person, which I thought was nice of her once she heard that Rolly said that she was suffering from depression. Scotty and Natalie ended up getting into it, which was crazy. According to Natalie, she wanted to get like 2 plates and she was acting entitled and she was getting food before other people. And then I guess maybe Natalie says something and then she ends up texting her F you. That's according to Natalie. We don't know what the real other side of the story, because there's the one side, another side, and then there's the truth that bonds them both. You know what I mean? And perception is different for different people. So anyways, with that, they ended up like going at it with words, going back and forth. And Anya even said it, which I felt what she was saying. She was like, it's crazy how she has so much energy for her when the two of them is going at it, because she knows that Anya is smaller than her, even though Anya did her big one, but like with Natalie, it's kind of like she's saying shut. I feel like it's not just because of the size difference. It's also because at the end of the day, that's like your boss. And I feel like she's trying to secure the bag too. She knows that if she really goes too hard and fully disrespects Natalie will send her home or send her away or maybe not even ever speak to her again. So, which means she will be off the show, out of a job, At least right now, she knows that she's coming back probably every season because she's so close to Natalie. So I feel like that's part of the reason why she's defending herself. She's not being a super punk, but she's not giving that real good raw energy that she was given when she was talking to Anya, or who else? Or I think, what's her name? Not Rolly, the other one. Biggie. I think, didn't her and Biggie have some? But yeah, like she's not giving that same type of energy to her. No, not Biggie. It was, hi, my name is T. That's who it was. So yeah, that was that. And Suki and Mariah Lynn start getting into it because I guess Suki said, who is your loyalty to? And Mariah's like, my loyalty is to myself. And I really felt it. I felt that New Yorker when she said that, because at the end of the day, like, these girls don't give a shit about you. They will turn on you in a hot New York minute at the end of the day. So yeah, you should have loyalty to yourself. And that's exactly what she was saying, you know? So they was going back and forth. Suki felt like she had to check her or whatever. Natalie, I mean, she was definitely on one. After that, like I said, she was going back and forth with this girl, with her best friend, and everybody's looking like, yo, how are y'all best friends and y'all putting your hands on each other? Like, I couldn't imagine me putting my hand on my best friend. Like, I definitely can have anger issues, but with people that I adore, people that I really genuinely want to have relationships with, I might suck up something, or I might just like walk away because I know like I don't want to get to that level. And you should have that type of bond if you're really, really friends for real, you know? I feel like at the end of the day, like Natalie, she just don't know when, like, she don't know when to chill, you know, or when to kind of like walk away from a certain situation, or when her anger gets the best of her, it's like she doesn't care about you at all. And it's like, Scotty needs to understand that, like, at the end of the day, this is your boss, this is a job, she's not your real friend. They have told you this time and time again, and you still, it's like you don't understand it. I remember Rolly was telling her that before. And then she started coming up now like, oh, and I got another bone to pick. Like, I need to talk to Smiley. Bring her out here. And now she's starting this whole crusade on freaking Smiley, saying that she was faking everything, getting all up in the girl's face. Everybody, like Latifah is all up in her face, telling her that she's fake. But she wasn't, actually, Latifah, she didn't get too crazy on her, which I was happy that she didn't. But I think it's because her energy just looks so drained. She seems so defeated, so lost. You know what I mean? And then they're like, oh, you're an actress. Like, you're just playing around and this and that. And then freaking this girl comes and pours water on her. Who was it? It was E.T. comes, no, it wasn't even water. From what they said, it was liquor. Liquor all over her head. Like, that is so disrespectful. At first, I thought it was water until they said that it was liquor. I think it was Suki that said it was liquor. And I'm like, yo, that is crazy. That's like, she done been through so much today. Regardless, y'all don't even give her a chance to prove, to talk to y'all, to say anything, to say that she has issues with seizures. None of that. Like, y'all didn't give her no opportunity. Just pretty much just coming at her crazy. And I did not like that. And then at least there was one person who came to the rescue. Captain Save him was Suki. I mean, she really was just like, yo, like, I'm not with this. Like, y'all bullying her, and that's not okay. And she came for Natalie first. She was coming at her. Then she came at E.T. like, yo, you whack for that. And then she came at Rolly because Rolly wanted to interject herself because she was talking to E.T. and she felt like she needed to I guess, defend E.T. since they were bullying up on freaking Biggie in that other episode. So I guess she felt like, yeah, we partners in crime or something. So somebody come for you, then I'm gonna come for them. Which was crazy because Suki's friend Sapphire wasn't even saying anything. So it's like, you're supposed to be my best friend. You don't even have my back. So I see why she's gonna have some problems with her in the next episode, because these two ain't even really real friends for real. They just met. And they closer than Suki and her best friend who goes everywhere with her. Like, make it make sense. Make it add up. Like, I'm not saying people have to jump people or anything like that. But if you see it's 2 against 1, then you should be saying something as well. I don't think that was really cool. So it seems like maybe in Suki's contract, it probably says that people aren't supposed to hit her or something like that, because Rolly kept on saying, I know what's in your contract, you know, like, you're this, you're that, like, we can't do anything to you, I'm not touching you because I already know. But it looked like at the end of the day, her anger got the best of her, because it looked like she pulled off the gal hair, and yeah, she looked like she was thumping her out, like, she was like, boom, boom, boom. So I'm like, damn, Suki, like, I thought you was bad for real. And her friend, yeah, she gonna get it for real, because you let a big person like that be. I mean, if you talk shit, you gotta back it up. But at the end of the day, like, Rolly's a big one. You know what I mean? So that, I don't know if it was exactly fair or at least the friend could have pulled her off or something. Like, that's what I always say. Like, I tell my people, like, you don't gotta fight nobody for me if I'm getting into it. If I'm getting beat up, you better pull that person off of me. You better do something. Like, don't just stand there, because that's gonna be the last time that we cool. Like, you don't gotta jump nobody, but you better make sure you get them off of me or something like that. Because you know I got you at the end of the day. But yeah, and you gotta be close to me for that anyway. Like, I ain't just gonna do that for anybody. But yeah, that was crazy. So we'll see how this turns out, y'all. But yeah, Suki and Rolly fighting, everybody's getting into it. Like, Jamaica's supposed to be fun and exciting, and these people is just carrying on like American fools. They giving America a bad name. They're like, why these people come to our place and acting a freaking mess? But that's the episode, y'all. Let me know what y'all thought down below. I'll see you on the next one. Later.